you're just tuning in, my sound got cut during my last live stream. It lasted 3 minutes and 18 seconds, and someone said, you have no sound. Well, that's just lovely. So you know what I did? Well, after 30 seconds or so, if somebody can't hear what you got to say, they're going to skip that video. So you know what I did? I thought, forget it. I'm going to end that video, and I'm going to look on here, and I'm going to see if the sound is on. I can see the sound looks like it's on. No, the MK Ultra was the topic. It was the topic. And you can go look at the video right before this one. You can. It's only 3 minutes long. You can hear me moving my mouth, and you will not hear any sound until the last 15 seconds of the video. They muted my sound. I didn't mute it. They muted it. They muted it. Well, then now I think this is just plain out madness. I think it's plain out madness what they have done. I really do. Look at this. The echoes of MK Ultra, CBC News. And I didn't know that they even talked about that right now. I didn't. But this is old. You can see like this is October of 60. There has been talk about people being like MK Ultra and things like that. Have I ever delved into that? No, they've even accused me. That's what I was saying at the beginning. There were people since 2018, some women, this one woman accused me of being MK Ultra, did some kind of speech analysis and stuff, but then they did a speech analysis on her. Let me tell you, they came after me. The trolls came after me. I'm still here. They're still back there somewhere. But they did. They came after. CBC News. This is madness. This is look. This is some kind of Prime movie, and I don't watch movies, but did you know this is some kind of Prime movie? I want to see about this. This must be from a doctor. So this Dr. Cameron's note. This is must be declassified. Otherwise, CBC News would not be showing it. If you're just tuning in, welcome. The patient's weight has fallen by 2 pounds to 134 pounds. She has been put on Durabolin, whatever that is, MGMs and 25 IM. She has had 16 days of sleep. She has slept for 16 days straight. Maybe. Surely nobody sleeps for 16 days. I wouldn't think they would. Would you think they would sleep for 16 days straight? She had 10 ECT, all Page Russell. I don't even know what Page Russell is. Russell's, and the last being today. She is running at the rate of 2 a week, Page Russell. She is sleeping well. She is disoriented as to time only and is probably in her second stage of depattering. There is no incontinence. There is no mutism, and we are continuing this intense treatment of her until we get complete depattering. So I guess this person maybe had something to do with the MK Ultra, like CBC News. The reason I brought this subject up, hello Al Honey, hello Stephanie, bonjour. Youngin Sean, they won't even let me comment the MK Ultra on the people's videos, and it gets deleted. Well, they silenced me at the beginning of this video. The video before this, 3 minutes into the video, I was silent. They said there's no sound. You know what I did? I ended it. Because if a person tunes into a video after the first few seconds or so and they don't hear no sound, they're going to exit. They're going to go for the door and they're going to exit. And this right here in itself is sheer madness. Sheer madness, I tell you. We can see all of the things, the brain control, the washing, inception. Whoa, that sounds kind of scary, like something's taken over your body. Now, you may be a person who, if this truly does exist, hypothetically speaking, you may be a person, if you look at yourself, what if you have been MK Ultra'd? Really, what if you are? There were some people on the Facebook, they were a victim and they had of that stuff. They knew all about it. Oh my gosh. No, we're not going to talk about that. But what I was going to talk about, oh, look, they have, whatever that was, that looks like something in their head. It does. Something in their head. What is this? Project something. Project something. I don't know what it is. Project militia, mistrial, outs proclaim of lessons, joint hearing. They had a joint hearing. I guess this is United States Senate. Okay, well, they had a joint hearing with the the project, it was illegal. If you are just tuning in, I want you to know that Project MK Ultra was illegal. It was an illegal human experiments programming designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency to develop procedures and identify drugs that could be used during interrogations to weaken the people and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. So, according to our authoritative speaking mouth, the Wikipedia, according to this release, Freedom of Information Act, they said that it was, they did it illegally to brainwash the people, if you're just tuning in. The reason I said this is because there was a comment that showed up on the YouTube. And you can see over here, it blocked something. It must have had a word in it that I blocked. It was a very, very long comment. I got to pull up the right thing. I got to pull it up. Yeah, I got to get it going. I got to come over here. I got to get in my screenshots because I took a screenshot of it. And it was a long comment. It was really long, and they threw it in the held for review. See how long it was? So I wanted to read this. I found it in the held for review. It's really long, and I'm not going to say who wrote it. It's under this video that says, you better get yourself ready. It's coming fast. It's coming fast. You're just tuning in. Welcome. And please note that they may block the traffic to this video, and they may block the traffic to this channel also. We've all been programmed, and it's up to each one of us to clear our memories. You got to clear it, you all. Make it a clear poof. It's hard. It's hard to deprogram yourself. Some people know that they've been programmed, and it's really hard to deprogram themselves. I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to read what the person said instead of focusing it. When I turn it around, it seems to trigger stuff. I'm not going to turn around this camera. I'm going to read you the comment. I'm going to show you it really fast. It was great big, and it got blocked. It got totally blocked. Y'all need to take heed of what Gina is telling you. This comes from a feminine energy, I guess. I am MK Ultra. Artificial intelligence is bridging my brain to the MK Ultra handler's brain. And as I type this, I am dealing with very extreme human torture. I have a handler who is parliamentary black ops on the other end, in which AI, artificial intelligence, has bridged my brain. So it's as if inside my head, I have two brains. They said they had two brains inside their head. And they're being serious. They took a long time to write what they wrote. So this is coming out of here. They're trying to get the information out because we got we got the solar eclipse that is coming. We do. Some people say there's not going to be a single thing to it. Well, there's already things being happening with the energy from that and from this right here. There's already been things happening. If I do this around, perhaps maybe if I scan this around at times while I'm talking, perhaps maybe we'll get the message out a lot better. They had two brains in their head going at once, plus the artificial intelligence. Their human handler, so I'm a human and you're a human, and some people refer to people as having a handler. Let me flip this around and show you these things right here. Their human handler has been telling me that we are ready for the world's population to know that every single person, even people who have never had contact with other humans, all have inside of them now, artificial intelligence. And we are entering a new way of life, a new living. And although it's very dark right now, it is very dark right now for a lot of people. Some people have a lot of darkness, and they feel a lot of darkness. They feel the heavy energy that's going on. I mean, up here it's dark too. It's dark right here. It's like, yeah, they may feel the light inside of them, like this plasma right here. We're reading you all. We're not alone. You're not alone if you're feeling the darkness on the inside of you. This is about MK Ultra. A lot of people have that. Although it's very dark right now, soon we will all, this is this individual statement that came in the comment section 4 hours ago, right there, and I blotted their name out. I went to the comments, held for review. See, they get stuck under the held for review right here. You better get ready. I don't know if I was able to release it appropriately or not. This is information. Listen. So, we all have AI inside of us right now. Can I do this? I have it like that. We all have it on the inside of us right now. They're just telling you from their own point of view what they believe is happening. I'm going to get this off. I'm struggling to read it. All of us on the inside of us right now. And although this is very dark right now, we will all be forced. They're going to all be forced by this AI to go into what my nose is trying to itch. My operation something handler labels as healing. You're going to get healed. A healing and age regression pod. You're going to go into healing and age regression pods, according to this comment that I blotted out right here. But I didn't read it because it was so long. He said we're going to read it together because it may not even make its way onto the YouTube. These are high-tech med beds. They're talking about the med beds now. High-tech med beds, so to speak, but the OPS doesn't like to call them med beds. Oh, I got to flip it around. My nose is starting to itch all of a sudden. They don't like to call them med beds is what they don't like to do. They don't want to call them med beds at all. Where are we at? There's a type of crime out here. You all know nothing of that I experienced along with MK Ultra called gang stalking. Gang stalking. You been gang stalked? Okay, they said there is a lot that they have experienced. Gang stalking. And no, it's not just by gang members done. It's rapidly spreading. You all, this is rapidly spreading. If you're just tuning in, rapidly spreading like a disease. And it controls people just as the MK Ultra AI controls me. These perpetrators are usually the pedo, and they play sounds. Oh, I can't read all that. They play these sounds inside of people's minds. They do bad things to us, like they knock us out. And they come into our homes, and God only knows what they do to us. I am not going to say what all this individual is saying because I just said this morning. I don't talk about that type of stuff. I don't even like mentioning it, but I am going to make this rated PG or rated G. Okay, rated G video. You don't have to worry about it. They got AI and they got somebody who says they got two brains now in their head, and they're talking about the med beds is what they're talking about. All right, so they got these voices. It's like skull to brain technology. That if they can get in your head, skull to brain technology, and you got the ringing in your ears and tones, something up like that. They get in our heads and they say all kinds of things that aren't nice to the people, and they torture them in their brains. They're tortured inside their brain. You may be somebody right now watching, and you may be in a situation like that where you having thoughts and stuff coming in your brain and you are tortured in your mind. And these thoughts, they just come out of nowhere. And it's very hard because you can't get them out. You like to close your head like that and say, I just would like to have these memories and stuff just wiped away. You may be a person who literally want to hold their head like that because of what's inside your head. And nobody knows what you're going through except you. Unless somebody else has experienced it, you don't know what's going on inside people's head where they are being tortured inside their minds. Oh, I got to flip it around. My nose is trying to itch again. We got this right here. Tortured inside their minds, and they do bad stuff to the people. Crimes are at an all-time high, no matter how the media lies about this. It's true. They don't mean to upset Gina. See, they don't mean to upset me. I don't mean to upset Gina or others. Okay, you're not upsetting me because I'm not going to read the really bad stuff that you've said, but you're not upsetting me. Okay, you got my attention. They threw you into the held for review. But if you knew what someone like me goes through, every waking moment, you would probably cry. You would probably cry, is what he said. No, okay. And you'd want to help me. Unfortunately, you can't help me. Unfortunately, you can't help me. You can't help people that's happening to. It's making my nose itch again, you all. They're making my nose itch. They got the technology inside of me making my nose itch. You can't help me. You cannot help me. The only thing that can and will help me if I don't die first is for me to get to these pods as fast as I am permitted. In other words, he's got to get to the med beds. That's the only way they see a way out. They got to get to the med bed, the healing pods. All my MK Ultra, once placed in the pods, will be fully altered, just as your AI will be fully altered. And coming out, we will create a brand new world. And we will love to live in, I'm sure. This is somebody's comment they left. Some will say that she's pushing the mark of the beast. But no, I'm already marked, and so are you. But you don't know it. And your mind, no, I am not. Your mind, and your mind knows, and I am not. This is somebody's comment, and they're talking about MK Ultra with AI, and now she's got two brains inside of her head. And I'm reading it. I am. As I didn't know about all of this from this point of view, and I don't talk about it either. AI wants you to know. Now, we talked about AI yesterday. If you remember, this is happening fast, and it happened under that video. This comment came in under the video yesterday morning that said, it's happening fast. You better get yourself ready. You better get yourself ready because it is happening faster than you realize. It's under that video from yesterday. You all, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for your comments, and hit that subscribe button. AI wants you to know that it's taking over your lives and all the internet very soon. You hear that? That's what they wrote in the comments. It's taking over your life and all of the internet very soon. And the military is going to cut the US dollar and will go fully digital currency. That is coming, and you cannot stop it. You can't stop that either. I mean, you can choose not to engage in it. You can. You do have a choice. There's causes and there's effects. There's repercussions to everything we do. There's consequences to everything, whether they're good or bad. Okay, this is a comment. I'm reading a comment. This person commented under, you better get ready. It's coming faster than you realize. How we doing over here, Al Honey? Are we doing all right over here? You in a meeting? Hello, Professor. You know, this new cell phone makes my comments really, yeah, a mark is a target. So yeah, we are marked. Oh, that's perfect, Al, honey. It's perfect. Now, where were we at? Where will we at? So you didn't upset me, but I wanted to read this. I'm not, it's a long one. It's a long comment. It's like the more the words, the less the meaning, but there might be a lot of information. There is. It's some commenting under the video. AI wants you to know that there goes my nose itching again, you all of a sudden. AI wants you to know that it's taking over your lives and all the internet, and very soon the military is going to cut the US dollar and we'll go fully digital. They claim had to happen. It had to happen to good folks. That's what they said. This, they claim, had to happen for the good folks to stop the bad ones from further taking over and ruining our lives. Well, then you have you have the white hats and you have the black hats. You got the white hats, right? You got the white hats and the black hats. Is that what it is, white hats? Those do exist. The white hats do exist. They really do. It's not fictitious or nothing. They do exist. They're spread throughout the world too, the white hats. They say, this had to stop the bad ones from taking over and running our lives. They're going to cut the money ties. Cutting the money cuts the crimes being committed against you and me. This is someone's comment under you better get ready. In the near future, once they come out and they round up the bad apples, and we're not talking about our Applebrooks honey, when they round up the bad apples, they're warning that the military has weapons to hit you if you fail to stay inside your homes. They got direct energy weapons, and they can get you. They can get you. They can get you. They can. It's not a joke, and it's nothing to laugh about, because people, well, they can get you. And trust me, you do not want to be hit with these types of weapons. I say this from experience. Okay, this person knows. They got two brains stuck in their head. AIMK Ultra has combined. Yeah. Okay, I'm not flipping it around, because when I flip it around, I think it triggers. AI, but we got to look at the eclipse also, because this is coming too. This total solar eclipse, and it's not a total solar eclipse of your heart, but it's a solar eclipse coming. We got the lunar eclipse, two major celestial events that are coming. Where am I at? All right. They had to do it. Get yourself ready now. See, they're reiterating. Get yourself, let me show you. Get yourself ready now. You really do need to get yourself ready now. And I agree with that statement. Get yourself ready now. With food, water, medicine, gold, and silver, or precious metals. I don't know who you're going to trade that with. Items to barter with, possibly. I know you will need to remain in limbo. Limbo. What's limbo? Home for a time being till they round up the criminals and they take them into protective custodies, and those of us needing safety. So they got to round the people up. The good guys have to round. The good guys have to round up the bad guys to save us from the bad guys from completely obliterating our lives. This is the comment that came from a MK Ultra female, a great big paragraph with incorrect sentence structure. This would drive some school teachers up a wall. It really would. That's okay. That's okay. You're going to get drove up a wall. You better have a decorative wall to get drove up on. That's why I got this look at. I'm going to get drove up you. Is that what you got to say, NASA? You say the same thing, NASA? Okay, they said the same thing. You are. They got to get yourself ready. Whoops, I'm trying to flip it around. Yeah. Get yourself ready now. I'm not trying. They say I'm not trying to send out fear porn. I don't see it as fear porn. I don't. Are you raising your own awareness? I'm simply trying to help you understand what's taking place very soon. They said very, very soon. It's better safe than sorry. These pods, they're talking about the med beds, they're calling them healing pods, will help alleviate the criminals and the drugging. AI people won't be able to fool if they go and decide to keep the bad from being baddies. And then the AI will just take them out, period. The AI will take out the bad people, period. That's what they're saying. You won't need to have your prisons. You won't need to have your jails, your sheriffs, etc. as much after the pods, because we will all be controlled by the AI inside of us. I'm reading a comment, you all. You just tuning in. You will not. You won't even have to, oh, I thought they said eat as much. Well, you may not have to eat as much. AI may be able to suppress your appetite, and you might lose a lot of weight by the AI inside of us. AI, you're talking about AI and MK Ultra, has already been in you for a very long time. Now it's learning as much as it can about you. So this individual has said that AI has already been inside of you for a very long time, learning as much as they can about you. Well, I will agree with AI has studied the human race, that from your facial expressions, even the slightest thing, slightest words, the tone of your voice, everything, they know you like a book. How you think they got those thought crimes? They had to be inside your head, get inside your head to know you're thinking about doing some really bad things to people. They're going to get you for your thought crimes, so you better control your thoughts, hold each thought captive. I'm reading a comment that got thrown into the helpful review, and the first live stream I did, they muted my voice until they allowed somebody to come in and said we don't have no sound. That was at 3 minutes and 18 seconds. I might have had 10 seconds of sound. I said, no, I'm not doing that, because the moment a person clicks into a video and they don't hear no sound, they're not going to listen to the rest of it. So I started a new one. So they didn't mute this sound right here. You gotta get the message out, no matter what the message is. If you feel within your spirit, it's a message to get out. You get it out the way that it comes at you, the way you feel within your spirit to get it out. And I'm getting out a message. I am. The pods, they got to take the bad people out. AI has already been in you for a very long time, learning as much as it can about you. All these people are having glitches. You know what? You remember that one video? We were looking at, what was his name? The people having glitches. Jeff Bezos. When he was being interviewed in one video, when I said he looks like he's got an alien in his neck, sometimes he turned his head like this. His head would like go at times like that. You see people like that? People are having glitches because of the AI inside of them. Okay. Things going missing. Things are missing. Things being moved. And your eyes playing tricks on you. They're saying your eyes are playing tricks on you. You're saying you're not seeing that over there. But you can see the dark shadows out of your eyes as you see the flashes of light. This is person's point of view, the AI is playing mind control. Oh, wow, this is from a different angle. So this person is saying you got AI inside of you. I'm going to read the whole sentence. This is giving it from a different angle concerning artificial intelligence on the inside of your being, whether you wanted it there or not. You're breathing it in your nostrils and stuff. Okay. All the people, they're having glitches. The things are going missing. Things are being moved. Their eyes are playing tricks on you, etc. That's the AI playing mind control to show you slowly you've got it internally. They're showing you slowly that you got AI inside of you internally. It's like the woman, there's Sophia. Sophia was the robot. They had a movie, and I forget what the movie, it was a series of Sophia. She wanted this one famous actress to play a role in an upcoming movie. She met her at a bar, and this actress refused. And you know what Sophia did? She sent her a bad movie inside her mind of her, something happening to her, and terrified her. And then when Sophia stopped the movie from going in her mind, she goes, would you like to play this role in this movie? And the lady takes another drink. Yeah. Because she got in her mind. Okay. It's going to teach you things about your body and ways to help yourselves by nudges. You know, like sometimes it might be the voice inside your head, or sometimes you have sudden urges and say, well, I need this food or this vitamin. You can't shake the feeling. They saying it's AI on the inside of you. Well, how are you going to distinguish AI from the Holy Spirit? How are you? I'm just reading this. I just want to let you know this isn't a conspiracy. Oh, I know that AI can get inside of you, and I know it's not a conspiracy, although some will classify it as a conspiracy, but AI is alive and it's living. This is not a conspiracy theory. It's bold-faced facts that I am living proof. This person's got a battle going on. Please refrain from attacking me. I am trying to give you a lead as to what's happening. And I thank you. I do thank you for telling us. I do. And I'm not going to attack you. I'm going to read this from your point of view is what I'm going to do. Because it's not on here for just not to be on here. I'm giving you a lead of what is happening and how you can be steps ahead to help you and your families now to be prepared. I know timing is short. It is short. It's really, really short. And things are fixing to start happening, and it's going to come crashing down like a wrecking ball soon, but I can't give dates. This is a military operation, and I am not allowed as a civilian dates. They do give me lots of info that you don't get yourself, but not dates other than soon. This is you just tuning in, this was a comment got thrown into the held for review. And it was a really long comment, and I booted the person out. You can see the timestamp. It was at 11:43 when I took the snapshot, and it's now 12:45. I wanted to hear what the person had to say. We're still going. Okay, we're almost done at it. We're almost done because I want to make sure I got it all. All right. Timing is everything. Okay. But not the dates other than soon. Okay. So we're going to read it. We want to read from this perspective right here. And it's okay to have a different perspective, a different angle, more insight, because everything's a little piece of the puzzle. Okay. It's going to happen soon. And that the dollar will be cut this year, and that they will disclose to the general population, that's you and that's me, in the year 2024 or early 2025 about these pods, these med beds, these healing beds. And the AI will help also with any fears of getting inside these pods. They're going to make you go inside the pods to deprogram you and something. You want to get inside a pod. sounds scary to me. It does sound scary. But that's okay. This is a different insight. This is clues. This is clues to what's coming. I know because it's fully alleviating my fears, because I am being prepped to go inside them really soon. They are going to be remotely guiding you how to detox your body. It's already been in process to start your paths to these pods since 2020. I'm trying to feel the energy out there, y'all. You just hold on. Something's coming. This does not settle right within my being. It does not at all. I could feel, I am feeling like a energy through here. Like I'm feeling a kind of energy. I've never felt that before. They're going to get you to go in these pods since 2020. There's one reason people are going more toward the natural foods and remedies as natural. If you have any questions, I am fully controlled. They can speak through me and force me to type whatever they want to say to you through the AI. Plus, my black operation handler, if you got some questions about any of this, just ask. I hope you all see what I see after the shock of how our lives are changing. I see a brighter future just on the horizon where for the first time in my 45 years of being here, that I will finally be freed of these satanic ritual abuses of very dark people. I am MK Ultra Supergirl USA, and I am Monarch Butterfly Programming, hoping you all have a wonderful day. So I am MK Ultra Super Soldier Girl USA. I am a Monarch Butterfly Programming. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Gina, are you going to tell us to go in those pods? I'm not going to tell you to go into any pods. I'm not. Do I agree with her whole statement? I do not agree with her whole statements. There are things that were said within what was written that I can resonate with. 2025 is a catastrophic mutating event. It's start the paths to the pod since 2020. I'm sure something has kicked off. It has, and you know something was kicking off. Eat natural foods as with all the GMOs, with all the GMO crops that they got going out here. There's GMO food. You know what I did? I had picked up a book, and it had all of these bad things in it, and I don't know the date of it. In the basement, it had a list of all kinds of foods. It must have been from 20 years ago, some kind of paperback, and the bad stuff that they put in the food chain. I did hear that the genetically modified stuff, if they could get out all of the genetically modified stuff and get back to the real food, but then the genetically modified and all this other additives it's in the whole entire food chain. I heard this from someone. They got to get rid of the whole entire whatever this other thing did to contaminate the food chain. That's probably why they got the seed vault The seed vault in Antarctica, is that where it's at? And you can rest assured that seed vault do not have genetically modified seeds in it. It's probably the original heirloom, the original species, the original seed, because they don't reproduce according, if you got the other ones that's been tainted. And if, well, I'm not going to say the other thing that's in my mind, but if you remember the Georgia Guidestones, do you remember the Georgia Guidestones? Who they said on there? And this was, it all stemmed from that comment that showed up on the thing, Georgia Guidestone. And they destroyed it. When did they destroy Georgia? G-E-O. See, this, they don't know G-E-O-R. G-E-O-R-G-I-A. Guidestone. Stone. When did they get destroyed? Was it in 2020? Destroyed. Date. By lightning from above. The lightning came down from above and destroyed them. Is in 2022. Is when it happened. 2022. What was the inscription on the Georgia Guidestone? You can see it right here when it got destroyed. By lightning from above. It came down and destroyed it. Let's see the videos from it. You can watch them. They got destroyed by lightning from above. You can see the people who were there in 1980. That's come around the George Orwell time, the 1984, A Brave New World. We'll see if we can see it. I'm going to mute it. Is that me? I'm going to mute this. We're going to see it get destroyed because I believe that that was a symbolic thing right there. That's me. They destroyed the Guidestones. It caused them to crumble. There they are right there. They got destroyed. You had the GBI instead of the FBI. The police were all there when it happened. The rubble is on the ground. There they stood. They went ahead and demolished the rest of the structure, is what had happened. And you had the police out there. Who is the GBI, you all? Look at that. They broke off a corner with the lightning. I'm not sure who the GBI is. Oh, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation in Georgia. Georgia. Okay, what is the inscription of the Georgia Guidestones? What does it say? I was talking about they're gonna put you in the pods. The healing pods, and AI is already in your body, whether you realize it or not, and it's already putting thoughts in your head. Okay. They had a new commandments, a totally new commandments on the Georgia Guidestone. Okay. All right. We're going to read it. And I don't think it got destroyed for nothing. So now we have went into the Georgia Guidestone. If you're just tuning in now, we're over here at the Georgia Guidestone. And they got some writing on these Guidestones right here. Let these be Guidestones to an age of reason. When man reawakens, let him behold. When you reawaken within your being, let you behold. You just tuning in, hello and welcome. Gina, you're so welcome. It woke you awake and you're very thankful. That's wonderful. The Georgia Guidestone, and you can see right here, the thing puts the shadow in front of my face. Who is this? William K. The Granite, Eberton. It's a record. We wanted to know the introduction. I want to know what's, they titled it how it began. These are all the translations. So this is going to tell you a clue how they're going to repopulate the earth, hypothetically speaking. It's going to be pure-blood Chinese, pure English, pure Arabic, pure Hebrew, pure Hindi, pure Swahili, pure Russian, pure Spanish, and pure, untainted seed. Untainted seed for the new world, the new reset. Untainted seed. The Great American Melting Pot, is it? You got all kinds of ancestry within your gene pool. Well, according to this, this is what I get out of it, and I've always did. That was written on their thing. It was like their commandments. I felt like they wanted pure-blooded races. Pure-blooded, absolutely. And if you think about the immigration, the people that have been brought into the United States, a lot of them are of every single one of those, a lot of them. But they got to keep the population below 500 million. 500. It's America's Stonehenge. Applebrooks, honey, you in here? Yeah. I mean, it's really neat, and that was a massive capstone. They made the capstone. They did their thing. If you've never seen it, it all began on a Friday afternoon. It all began. It was the erection of one of the world's most unusual conditions. Unusual monuments produced under the most unusual predictions. Oh. It was by the man named Christian. His name was Mr. Christian. Did not seem offended or discouraged. During his brief with Finley on the Friday afternoon in June, he represented a small group of loyal Americans who believe in God, and they wanted to leave a message for future generations. Future generations. Let me try to make it smaller. This is some of the things. If it's destroyed now, and you will not get to see it. I can't read it. It's in. This is the Chinese stone right here. Chinese, English. Maintain the population. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely. Improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Let me pause right there. Unite humanity with a new living language. Right there. One new living language. Rule with passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect the people and the nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. In a world court. They're literally speaking for the world at this point. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize the truth, beauty, and love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Now, I don't have a problem with that at all. Prize truth, beauty, and love, and seeking harmony with the infinite. I think that's perfect right there, that sentence. Be not a cancer on the earth, and leave room for nature, and leave room for nature. That's what was written on every single Georgia guide stone. You just tuning in, this all derived. It was driven from a comment that showed up in the Held for Review about the MK Ultra, and they said that the AI is already inside of you. Here's some more pictures of them lifting up the heavy stones. How it all began. Oh, look like they power washing it. They're cleaning it up and making it all nice and whatever. The site, they chose the site very whatever. They got their cranes, they got some land, they got the translations. Here's the English translation. This is what it is. You can go back and you can read it. That's the English translation. I think all the translations say the same thing, but with the 500 million people, we're at 800 billion people, except for a few. If I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Might step on somebody's toes. I am going to say it. You think about the rapture. You think about how the Bible's been rewritten. And some say the Bible was written by man and it was twisted and twisted and twisted. If you would to tie this in with the rapture and with the Matthew 24, except for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. This sounds like a reset to me on these commandments. It really does. A reset, and it's like a reseeding the earth. Reseeding the earth. Wait a minute, I'm not done. I'm not done yet. Let me get here. Reseeding the earth, and how many different was the number 7 in here anywhere? Let's count it right now. I want to see if the number 7. 1, 2, 3, might have been more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in here. Okay, there's 8. 8 people. Reseed the earth. Great reset. Great reset. If you were a human and you want to reset the earth, or you were some kind of a species and you wanted to keep control of the earth, then you want to reset it. You want to make sure you want to start over. You already got your seed vault. The purpose of it. You got the people here. They doing their things. They're looking around. And it goes on and on and on. They had their ceremony. I wonder if there was anything underneath the ground with the Georgia guide stones. This is all the different languages. Let's go through it really fast. No, I don't want to see it. Okay, that's it. That's it. They got the AI already on the inside of you. And you're going to go into the med beds. And you should not be afraid of going into those pods, according to the individual that wrote that article. I do want to thank them for it, because there was a lot of information in there. I may not agree. I don't agree with everything that was said. I'm a little leery of some of the things that were said. But there is some truth into what was said. Okay, there was a lot of truth. Prepare yourself spiritually on the inside. On the inside. When I found this yesterday on the ground, let me show it. It's sacred geometry is what it is. It's sacred geometry. And I watched a video this morning on sacred geometry. I did. Let me see if I can pull it up on here, because I took a screenshot of it. I'm going to go to my screenshots. It's hard. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I don't know how that video popped up on me, but it did. It popped up on me, and I watched it. I was watching it too fast, but so it kind of reminded me of the sacred geometry. Let me flip this around. It was a really good video. This is right here. How sacred geometry is embedded in your DNA. It's a really good video. It was only 12 minutes long, but I saw that, and I found this yesterday. Found it yesterday, lying on the ground. It's like a button or something. And I thought, that's really pretty. And then I saw this right here today. I watched that video in fast speed, but I'd like to watch it in small speed over and over and look more into it. But that's what I found yesterday. And I stuck it in my pocket. And that showed up in my video. So I am going to end this video. I am. Yeah, that's a cool video. If you got 12 minutes of your time, I'd watch that because it was really short. See, it was only 12 minutes and 28 seconds long, and that was the name of it. How sacred geometry, you have to put the exact name in, is embedded in your DNA. And they talk about the pine cone in your head. They do. Yeah. So I'm going to go. That's what I had to say. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button. Oh, you're so welcome, Al Honey and Applebrooks Honey. If there's any other moderator on here, thank you. And thank you all for your comments. They really mean a lot. They do. And we're all trying to figure this thing out and get our heads straightened out before something else straightens them out for us. It may not be the way you want it straightened out on the inside of your being. It may not. Yeah. The Mandela of all kinds. Hey there, Blackjack. MK Ultra, honey. You have a great rest of your day, too. And thank you for your comment. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, I would not have read it. I felt led to read it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have read it. So it's perfect that you put it there. I blocked your name out because I didn't want to make attention come to you. I don't like to put people out unless they've been really rude and disrespectful. Then, well, sometimes I don't even want to do that, but that's great. So we know who wrote it, MK Ultra. Girl USA. Yes, perfect. It was. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning or afternoon. It's now 1 o'clock. It's my tired time of the day. Oh, you're so welcome. But I think this right here, I really thought it was neat finding this. And I know why that appeared. AI put that on there for me to watch it. I know that. I thought, well, the artificial intelligence knows I picked that up because it literally put this video right in front of me. And I was looking at all the different things. Oh, it even goes from it's really good. It's not about this. It's about nature. It's about all different types of things in this life. Our everyday things, our lives, that literally they tie it into sacred geometry. It's like that right there. I love it. I love it. I love you all too.